What it is, yo? Oh, man. What it is, everyone. Whew. Hey, Omni, what it is? There he is. Oh, man. You had a heart attack last night. We had a, you of all people would understand this. We had just like a torrential downpour. And then all of a sudden there was this just ginormous like boom. And the power went out. And I was like, I didn't think we were supposed to get storms tonight. I thought it was just supposed to be rain. So naturally, I'm just I was actually in the basement. I was editing up my Pokemon video for the day. And I go upstairs, and the wife's like, "Did you hear that?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "A transformer just exploded." Oh! Okay. And we look outside, it's like the transformer right outside our house, and it's just smoldering. And it's like, well, that's the definition of not good. But, you know, it's at least warm. It's spring. We can make do. Problem is my kids. I got 2 kids. And neither one of them, in fact, let me do some dailies while we're doing this. Neither one of them really understand the concept of, like, you know, being without power. Like, when I'm old enough and I grew up in the South. I have known people who literally did not have electricity. Yeah, Croc, what it is, man? Croc's TCG time. Oh shit, did you change your channel name? I may actually have to fix that. Or is that a sub channel? You like me, you like 72 channels. Hey, Croc! I was just telling the story about how bad shit today was, man. Yeah, so both my kids, they have no clue. Like, they've never lived in an era without, like, oh, no, you're good, man. You're good. Hey, just hang out at least. We'll do Stones of Dispatch. So, like, they've never lived in an era without electricity. They have no concept of this. They have no idea, like, what it's like without mobile phones, for God's sakes. So, very spoiled. But for me, like, we had a guy down the street who had no electricity. His house was literally a log cabin that he built. He was like 100+ years old. Built this thing when he was like very young. Lived in it all his life. Bitch had dirt floors. And like no electricity. And he was one of those like, no, electricity will corrupt you. So I was just like, you know, for me, like it was always an idea. Like there's just people who don't have electricity. I know, right? Time to get up. Yeah, if it was the middle of the day, sure. It was like 2, 3 in the morning. I literally just finished recording the Pokemon video with Spectre and Zelos. There he is. Crack, what is this, man? And I was just like, all right, fine. I'll just go to bed. You know, fuck it. I was a stamp. I was going to edit it, and I was going to get out. Oh, fuck it, I'll go to bed. That's when you look outside, and the transformer is smoldering. I was like, well, that's bad. That's actually really bad. So we stay up for a little bit, and we get things settled, and we get, you know, assemble some, like, flashlights and make night lights for the kids, whatever. Because, you know, once again, they if there's no light in the room, they wake up. I'm like, when I was a kid... No, lights out was fucking lights out. Like, you go to your room. Like, I was bad. I was allowed to pull the covers over my head, have a little flashlight, and read comic books, like, for another... Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? I'm just, like, time to get some sleep. But, like, when I was a kid, I'd flashlight, comic books, you know, whatever. But it's, like, for as long as you wind up staying up. For me, it felt like hours. I'm up for hours. I'm reading comics. It's great. It was, like, reality is probably, like, 10 minutes. That was just, like, passed out on the book. But, yeah, so the kids need nightlights. Say it is what it is. modern amenities. So it's like, okay, so we had some like tap lights. We put them in the kids' rooms, and whatever. The wife and I go lay down. Not much you could do about it. Like by that point, the power company had shown up, and the fire department was there. So I was like, all right, fuck it, we'll just go to sleep. Our shit's not going to burn down with the fire department standing out there. And if it does, there's bigger problems. So it's like, fine. So I wake up at like 6-ish in the morning to another massive explosion. I actually feel bad for this guy because I don't know if I actually ran this or not, if I just unlocked it. Whatever, we'll run it again. Because they had like the dude with the big cherry picker that's out there like actually installing the new transformer. These transformers are huge. They're like this fucking big around. So he's like, just got it up there, just got it installed, plugs everything back in. Guy on the ground is like, turns everything on. And with the dude of the cherry picker, like up in the air, like maybe like 5-6 feet back from this thing, it just blows again. And the whole cherry picker arm goes, woo! And I'm like, that motherfucker just shit his pants. That motherfucker like is like, I'm alive. Holy shit. I need new pants. I can only imagine. So I hear this massive fucking explosion. I look outside and I see like all the chaos. And it's just like, oh, that means bad things. Now, for those of you guys that have been following my channel long enough, I think I shared it a long time ago. We used to get some really bad floods in the area. They had just done some work up the road. They had put in a new, I think it's like gas storage facility or whatever. But when they changed that, they changed how our water table is. And we live on a creek. So whenever it would rain, we would get these insane floods. It literally one day, it was so bad it actually washed my entire driveway out. Like, I've got, I don't know, it's probably like a good 6-7 foot drop off into the creek. It took everything out. It was just like where there was, concrete and asphalt and rock and all that. No, it was just now creek. Like my driveway went and then it ended. And there was like a drop off and water. That's how bad the floods we got were. So I was like, okay. So we had to call somebody out, obviously, and fix our culvert. And there's a bunch of things that wound up getting repaired. We have like where we had like a little like 2-inch pipe under the driveway. Now there's 2 6-foot pipes under the driveway. It's wild. It's fucking insane. So this is where I had to admit to the guys. So I got there, I'm talking to them. So I said, is this the point where I admit how many times our transformer box has been darn near completely submerged in water? And they're like, do what now? Because clearly something's shorting. I'm like, I don't, I'm not an electrical engineer, but I've worked around electronics long enough to know when there's a short circuit. And my transformer, the little fucking green box that's like outside your house, usually like 2 or 3 people share it. I've got one, and my neighbor next door has one. I think there's like one just about every other house on the neighborhood. It's literally a distributor. Like the power line goes down, and it goes out to all the houses that are nearby. This is all our houses are in huge, 2+ acre lots. One of those may power 2 houses. So they check mine out, and they check my neighbor's out. And because both of ours had been completely submerged in water. And they were like, it's not the problem. And I was like, oh, that's bad. Well, it's clearly, like, they'd come down, they'd figured out that it was our distributor box somehow that was causing it. And that's when the guy looked at me, and he's like, well, and as they're backing the fucking backhoe down my driveway, he's like, well, the good news is it could be this one thing. Like, there could be like a faulty circuit that's leading to it. There's like, I don't even know how to explain it, but there's like, some circuitry involved, and it could be faulty and just not able to hold the current, and that's what's causing the explosions. Or it could be the power line underground that is under my driveway Remember, my driveway goes over a creek, and all those power lines are under the driveway, which means they'd have to take the backhoe and tear up the driveway that I just put down 2 years ago. To the tune of $35,000 fucking dollars. Yeah. So I was just very, very not happy about that answer. Luckily, it was just the piece, apparently. They didn't actually have to tear up my driveway. Thank God. But we were sweating. They managed to blow up a third transformer box. Like, the whole top of the, I guess those fucking wooden poles, the whole top is fucking charred from where the explosions literally, the motherfucker was just like when we looked outside, it was like Mount Vesuvius of fucking sparks, like this shit. And the whole thing was wild. The whole morning was fucking crazy. I think we finally got power back sometime in the early afternoon. It was just like the craziest damn way. I said to start the day, like end the night and start the day. Yeah, it's just fucking nuts, man. So our day was pretty nutty. TLDR, I guess. You know what? I need to start feeding in some 3 stars. Let's go to our inventory. How's everyone else out there? How y'all's days been? I was over here fucking flapping at my gums. And I ain't asked, because I'm rude as shit, apparently. Alright, so he's level 80. Oh, you know the easy way to do this. Let's do 3 stars and sell surplus. And what 3 stars do we have left? Probably none. Okay. So let's go ahead and give Loki what she needs. Been good, but beat up by a tree. Oof. How'd you get beat up by a tree? Jesus. Yeah, no, so yeah, absolutely. Like, it was one of those, if it wasn't for the fact that, number one, literally just like this thing's shooting sparks in my front yard. Number two, you know, the kids will start screaming if they wake up and it's pitch black. Other than that, I would have just like been like, fuck it, sleepy time. like a bird, you know, like who's had parakeets and shit where you're just like, shut up, go to bed, put the blanket over their cage, and they just conk out. Was trimming the lower branches. Oh, oof. Man, I got a tree I got to take care of. I just need a good day to do it. We got I think I've told the story, but a few years ago we had a tornado come through, and it knocked over a bunch of trees. But we had a little sapling, pine tree sapling, that when the tree came down, it kind of like bent. So this thing's grown at like an arc, and now it's leaning on my roof. And actually some animals got in the attic because of it. And I just haven't had a weekend where I can go out there and fucking deal with it. Ooh, no, we don't want to do that. We don't get our level 80. That's good right there. And that will be good for our dailies. And we'll go do stones. May have tripped and elbow dropped it. I have the feeling you should have put tripped. One of those two, either tripped or elbow dropped, one of the two should be in quotes, I'm just gathering. But having fun with LR Super Boo, but I'm very mind-boggled on why they picked him for the Kale celebration. I have no idea. I haven't even been paying attention to JP, man. I'm just getting myself ready for for Goku Day. At this point, I'm hoping Goku Day is really good. Because I'm not going to lie, I was a little let down by Saiyan Day. I feel like Saiyan Day was kind of a bust. The celebration was alright, but all in all, it just kind of left me desiring more. You know what I mean? Alright, let's go and do our donations. Yeah, the only nice part was after everything had gone out last night, I hadn't done my Damachi shit yet, and I've got the modem upstairs on a UPS. So legitimately, we had no power. Period. I had internet. I still had internet all the way up until I think like 10 a.m. when the UPS finally crapped out. And in fact, the funny part is I could have just, because the Switch is plugged into that, I could have just been playing Pokemon all morning. More now I think about it. We'll do dispatch quests. All right, did I do all these? Yeah, I did. Yeah. Didn't even think about that until now. I could have just like 100% been playing that offline. Yeah, that is one of the highest recommendations I can make. If you guys like can afford getting a UPS, put it on your modem. Because believe it or not, even though power is out, that doesn't necessarily mean that the internet is. So, yeah. I was able to finish up my Damachi stuff and get a couple things done. Even plugged my phone into the UPS for a little bit and charged it. It was kind of nice. I say as I'm over here like, the kids are so addicted to electronics, and I'm over here like, gotta play my gacha games, man. I know the power's out, but hear me out. Killjet, what it is, man? How you doing tonight? I just told the most batshit story. You have to go back and I'm not gonna retell it. Let's just say it's been a weird day. I don't know. I feel like shit like this happens to me all the time. It's so fucked up. It's funny. Like, ultimately, like, I'm not mad. UPS, Universal Power Supply. It's just a battery backup. My wife's got one on her computer. I actually have several on my computers down here. This system, I've got the monitors running off of a really old one, but I've got a more recent one for the actual desktop. Funny enough, the monitors will last about 30 minutes, give or take, on the old UPS. The system will stay up for about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on what I'm running. But it gives me plenty of time to shut everything down. It's quite nice. Upstairs, I have it on the TV, the consoles, and the modem. But see, if I'm not using the TV, then I could just, And the only reason I have all those on there is for the power filtering, just in case like there's a power surge or some shit like that. We used to have really bad problems with brownouts. I don't know why, but we used to like have really bad brownout problems. And I just didn't want that to burn out my consoles. Because we had a brownout one time that blew my, I think it just blew the power supply in the Wii. I've never actually went and tested it. It was right about the time we replaced the Wii with the Switch anyway. So, it is what it is. I just need to pull it out and figure out what's going on. Sounds like you had a crazy day. It was a weird day, man. It was a weird-ass day. For better or worse, we were also supposed to be going away next weekend. We had planned to do it, and then we looked it up today, and like literally last night, the tickets for the event we were going to go to is sold out. So, gonna have to reschedule that trip. But all in all, yeah, just weirdness, man. Fucking weird as hell. But yeah, UPS, Universal Power Supply. Look it up. Very good shit. Highly recommended. Don't leave. I say don't leave home without it. Don't not. I don't know. Oh God, I haven't even finished this up. Let me get my 3 dailies done on each real quick. But yeah, so it's been a weird ass day. The other thing I've got to do here, we need to look at this tonight because over this weekend I was supposed to drop 2 videos and I never got them out. I wanted to talk about Otarl and I was going to talk about Otarl and Alan for the because I've got a lot of new people that have been hitting me up and saying, "Hey, I'm just started the game. Should I go after the Hero Festa units?" It's always like, "Yeah." But what do you do with them? It's like, oh, that's a valid point. So what we need to do is we need to look at some old Thunder units for Alan and figure out what we can do with him. Because with his skills, I think he's going to be really... He'll even be able to take some really old Thunder units and make them semi-viable. Probably not like super viable, but they'll at least work. That'd be a fun one to put together tonight. Actually, come to think about it, this is how bad I am, how bad it is for me. I give everyone shit for being addicted to like electronics and shit. Obviously, like me playing video games, so it's kind of hypocritical. But the funny part was my biggest problem this morning. I couldn't brew any coffee. And I was mad at myself. Like, actually angry with myself. Because all of my kettles, I've got 3 kettles. They're all electronic. I don't have a single stovetop kettle. Like, obviously, we've got, obviously, but we've got a gas stove. So even with the power out, the gas still flows. Like, the gas is good. So I could have made coffee. I do not have a kettle to boil water in for the coffee. Or say boil. Yes, it's not supposed to be boiling, but you know, yeah. And I was just like, this is first world problems, but I gotta fix this. Heard you're stoked to pull the latest Dokkan banner. Oh. Dude, that banner is so stupid. I actually wanted that banner to be better than it was. And I was really hoping that banner paid out. Man, that banner was fucking dumb. No new unit. And the only discount is the first summon? Man, fuck you. Banner's a piece of shit. And now follow me. The gold coin banner, the new gold coin banner on Dokkan Battle. Now, with the way that game's been going, okay, and this is just me being honest here, with the way that game's been going lately, I would expect either a really good discount on Dragon Stones, so you've got like, you know, 100 Dragon Stones for your normal draws or something like that. You know, something really cheap for your first 3 draws, and then just go all in. Or a ticket pack that guarantees you a banner unit. Put a pic in the Discord under Damachi. You'll appreciate it. Oh my god. All right, let me go fucking look at this shit. Oh, girl. First 3 volumes for episode of Freya manga. That's the manga? Damn. I know Freya's not. I get shit all the time, but I don't give a fuck, man. I see why the Familia is crazy for her. I'd be like, yes, ma'am. What do you need me to do? Cool. Yes. We gonna smash? Awesome. Let's fucking like. I'm fucking Boffman. I'm 100% Boffman. No release dates for the second or third volumes. If they even release them. Isn't the manga like super behind anyway? Like, where's the manga in terms of light novel story. Last I understood, it's like, what, season 2 of the anime or some shit like that? Dude, that manga artist, man. Like, she's slightly off. Like, if you really if you really look for a minute, like, pay attention to the face. The face is slightly off model a bit. But I get, there's a slight difference between the manga, the light novel, and the anime. Dude, the light novel art is fucking phenomenal. Yeah. But, no, I'm sure, like, old boy was like, okay, and I'm done with this drawing, and I'm out of lotion. Well, that's how life goes. We're going to raw dog this bitch. But do I get shut out a pity system now since we got carnival banners? They're not going to. Don't fool yourself for a moment thinking that Dokkan's going to add a pity system. Dude, Akatsuki will let that game go down in flames before they do it. If it were any other IP, they would have to. Different article for the Familia Chronicle, or different artist for the Familia Chronicle. I haven't read enough of the manga. I couldn't tell you, but I don't know. I don't know. It'd be easy enough to find out. I don't recognize the names, though. I have no idea. No bloody clue. Alright, let's finish this up, get our 400 Dragon Stones. This shouldn't take very long. I haven't even done this shit yet, man. I've become so lazy about my games. But legitimately, let's not pretend for a moment like Dokkan is gonna implement a pity system. It ain't gonna fucking happen. The light novel artist is actually also the artist for Digimon Cyber Sleuth and VTuber. What? I'll be damned. I love the light novel art, though. Because, like, the light novel art's really, like, it's really classy. Like, I don't know any other way to word it. It's always very, like, obviously there's risque moments, but I've been looking at some other, like, my wife and I have started collecting more and more light novels. And there's a lot of times where the light novel art just kind of looks like, manga art. The art for the Danmachi light novels is always like, it doesn't... it's not gratuitous, I guess you could say. Like, obviously the characters are very provocatively drawn, but it's not gratuitous. It's always very... especially got characters like Ryu and stuff like that. It's very respectful of the character. It doesn't. It's provocative but not obscene. I guess you could say it's truly art. And the art style itself, it's more of like a sketch style, not like this line art style. I don't know. I love it. I have honestly been enjoying the light novels, like legitimately. It's just very hard for me to find time to sit down and read for hours on end, but absolutely love the light novels. They're so good. And honestly, the whole, like, not having time to read is predominantly on me. Like, if I really wanted to, I could sit down with a cup of coffee after stream and read for an hour or two, but typically after stream I go work on one of my hobbies instead. But it's just decisions. Like, you gotta make time to do shit. But I don't know. All in all, like, the funny part is, I think I've talked about it before. I don't know if a lot of people realize that this game was kind of like the gateway for me into the franchise. I had known about the franchise, but all I had really known was the English name and Hestia. like most people. Like, and at the time it came out, a lot of us had just gotten out of like the waifu series, like the big harem series were a big thing at the early 2000s, and it had kind of been done and played out. It didn't feel like what it actually is. And then like now that like getting into the game and all that stuff, we get into like the stories, the light novels, the anniversaries. Like, damn, this is so much more. And then I think it was the first year playing it, a lot of people were like, you got to just watch the anime. And so I went out and bought the anime, and I was like, oh my god, this is not what I thought it was at all. So I haven't finished reading the light novels. I'm currently at the part where season 4 ended. Yep, that's where I'm at too. I gotta go catch up. But it's different. It's there's enough in the light novel that is added above and beyond the anime that even reading the light novels where you've watched the anime, you see some difference that you go, oh. English Day put me off for years. Does not do no, it really doesn't. It really doesn't. Because I think early 2000s, a lot of us got into like Love Hina, and I'm trying to think some of the other Tenchi, and you know those types of Bob. What it is, man? A lot of us got into those types of shows, but it became a trope. It literally just kind of became a joke in and of itself, and you're like, okay. I mean, I get it, but it burned itself out. So, like with the English name, I don't know about y'all, but for me, I was just kind of like, okay, well, it is what it is. My interest level in this is extremely low. But when I was actually like, okay, now sit down and actually watch this. Don't just, fucking say you did. Just literally sit down and watch it. It changed my whole perspective. Like, completely. The world building and lore is great. It makes me mad that the title... Yeah. I'm glad for the game, though, because the game really, like, turned me onto the series. Which is such a weird thing, but yeah. I try to tell people all the time, it's like, it's a phenomenal series. It's just, I just feel like the name is just off-putting. And borderline misrepresentative of the overall story. Like, yeah, I get season 1, it makes a lot of sense, but when you get to, like, season 3 and season 4, it's like, damn. I'd say, like, 8 would be, like, book 8 would be, like, the deviation point. Redo of Healer, oh my god. That's its own fucking thing. Bob, did I ever show you... Man, no. I don't think you would have been in VC that night. I had a bad... So for years and years and years, I did AMVs. And I had a really bad, like, breakup with the AMV community. But as it was kind of going down the toilet, I was still tinkering with it little by little. Oh my god. That series is fucked, man. But I did an AMV2 redo of Healer. It was so... It was messed up. I'll just say it was an Eminem song. That's all I'll say. It was messed up. But it was hilarious. Came up Sword Art Online. It was looking for another... Yeah. Yep. Redo of Healer's interesting. I mean... You talk about a harem series. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's do some Telskira Abyss. I'd be getting my dick stepped on in this event lately. And, man, it's not for children. It's a beautiful revenge story. That's all I'll say. How many episodes? What is it? It's like a dozen episodes or something. It's not very long. I think, isn't it getting a... I think it's getting a second season, isn't it? I think it's getting a second season. Okay. That team's a little scary, but not cumbersome. Okay. I think, be able to take this team on with my light team, but I'm not completely certain. Yeah, if you don't get 60 wins in a month, you get missed out on. Yeah, so I'm really like I despise this mode, but I find it necessary. All right, I think the light team should actually be able to handle this. Let me pull them up real quick. There they are. Let me make sure they have equipment. All right, everyone's got dark coats. All right, let's see how this team does. Last couple times I've tried this, like, they just absolutely shit on me. It isn't bad, it just takes a while. Well, I think the worst part, it's just, for people like me who are impatient, it's just not fun. God, look, they're just shitting on me. Yeah, their team is as toxic as my Wargame team was last time. Just body the first year repeatedly to get your wins. Can you? I may have to do that. I don't know. I'm always a glory hog when it comes to this shit. I guess I could challenge them. But I want to beat this. Yeah, I got fucking stepped on, man. So, AoE down 20% and null 3 times ailments. So yeah, they're debuffing like crazy. Let's take that off. I'm just curious. I don't know if this is actually going to do any good. But let's see. Let's give it a try. See what happens here. My goal is 1.5. After that, fair enough. Yeah, what are the two teams you can face? Well, this team... There we go. I think the problem is with the last team, it's just... And it's honestly it's the same type of team that I built for Wargame as well. Where it's just... nullification after nullification after nullification. I've seen so many of those teams where it just spams debuffs and attack nullifications that it's just like facing a brick wall. It is super annoying. See, this team's doing it too. It's just like beating your sword against a wall. It's really fucking annoying. Ain't dick all you could do about it either. Like, the only thing I could do is probably put new debuffs on there and, you know, debuff the fuck out of them, but it's just ridiculous. And every team I come up with does that same thing. Like, +2s, +3s, and they're just, like, beating the shit out of you. Like, I fully maxed them, but broken. Got lots of good shit on there. Like, that was a good team-ish. But because I'm not playing the nullification game, because I'm not sitting there and, like, spamming nulls and debuffing like mad, I'm actually trying to build my team up a little bit. Yeah, it's just an irrelevant team. And once again, like I said, I could come down here and go Braver rank and just shit on everybody. I guess that's kind of the trick. That would probably be the thing to do just to get the wins out. That's annoying, though. Sometimes when I beat myself, yeah. No, it's just frustrating, man. Yeah, that's my frustration right now. It's like I'm sitting here at King level, and I'm building wargame teams, and everyone's just literally putting up their barrier. They're just turtling behind all these nullifications and debuffs, and it's just like, this shit ain't no fun, man. It's no fun to build up a team and then just watch them crumble to these shitty, cheap-ass maneuvers. But then again, I can't say shit because that's exactly what I did in War Games, so I guess I'm a terrible hypocrite. Stall is toxic. It really is. It's annoying as fuck. So that was my team. So what I guess I could do is save it. There we go. Just for the sake of silliness. And admittedly, there's no adventures that are doing the stalling, but it's just assists that are being shitty. But yeah, this team's gonna be a nightmare. But fuck it. I'll get more tickets tomorrow. Call up. Now, they have weapons, or are they Sans? They're Sans weaponry. All right. Dude, everyone with these glorious armors. Stop putting glorious armor on my damn units. The glorious armor is shit. But rest of the plate. Oh, well, actually, ornament probably wouldn't be bad, but I don't think they're doing any. I don't think they're doing any ailments on this one. But rest of the plate. Yeah. And rest of the plate. Let's just see how bad this is. Abyss is largely free regardless. I think the trick is just don't stress about it. Fair enough. I mean, once again, I built a couple of teams and I was very happy with those teams. But it's kind of feels bad to throw him into the Abyss. Yu Yu Hakusho Gacha game that was actually kind of similar to this had some like this before. Get debuffed a lot. It was night. Yeah. Just in general. I mean, once again, you see that what that team did. It did the same thing. So I've got no right to complain. Oh, God. I see. All right, so let's try something here. Let me grab my light team. We could do this. let's see. Instead of buffing strength and dex, let's do... Let's do that. That. And who does the healing? There's somebody that does a counter heal, and I'm trying to remember. Let's see. Somebody. Oh, you know who we need? Who's Is it Argo that does the debuff? The game is fun, sadly, but never made it to global. I'm just not a big Yu Yu Hakusho fan. I tried the show 3 times. I tried the show twice, and I gave the dub 1 episode and threw it away. But, I can't do the show. It's just the protags annoy me to the end of the earth. One of my Abyss fights went to 15 because we couldn't kill each other. Damn. I think it's Argo. Let me do this by party. What does he do? Okay. Could... let's see here. Yeah, strength of magic down 40%. And that works as an adventure or debuff, so I could do that. Naza. This one? It's the only Naza I have at the moment. Could throw her on there. We'll do that. Stop putting the fucking glorious armor on there. God damn. Alright, so equips. Default status. There we go. This is a camp battle. Memoria that can't be used. Let's move our Memoria for now. Let's see if this does any good. Kind of doubt it. Use Yoko's spreadsheet. I know I need to. Go to the leaderboards and figure out settings. I could do that too. Actually... yeah, look at that. Look at that. Hey, we won. There's someone that will start an anime talk type podcast. When they do, can I recommend you as a guest? If it's old as fuck anime, sure. Absolutely. I'll do that in a heartbeat. But I don't know much recent anime. That's the sad reality. If it's like... mad. But I guess I keep up with some of the, uber popular shit, but I don't know. I'm just really picky with my anime. I don't get to watch a lot. Like back in the day before kids and before family shit and houses and all that stuff. Dude, I could sit down and watch hours of anime a night. I just don't have the time anymore. Spooner! Most likely general talk could be your anime experiences. Oh, dude, I've got... You know, talk about anime experiences, man. I've got some fun ones. I'd be about that life. I'd be going to anime conventions since 1999. And I've been going to just general like conventions since 94. What's your IG? My Instagram? My Instagram has nothing to do with any of this stuff. My Instagram is the same as my car channel. But I honestly haven't been on Instagram in forever. Let's see here. So, yes, this team is going to be a bitch. No 4 ailments. Been going to since 97. Oh, la di frickin' da. Congrats, you got 2 years on me there, Chief. How's it feel? Let's see, no physical attack. You know, funny part is, I see that no physical attack. What if we did something cheeky here? Now, hear me out. I'm going to go with element here. Yeah. Well, Vesta, I think, is actually magic. She's physical. She's physical. So if I did the same thing, Vesta would be the only one that could attack. Let's see here. So instead of buffing magic plus 20, let's do... I forget what she does. And say, wait, what? Know a lot of undergrad rappers as well if you need an intro or a jingle. Ooh. Red Falls, wait, what? Oh, Killer Clowns, yes. I want Killer Clowns. It's just my magical attack. So this will debuff magic resistance. That's a must. I actually don't think she's going to be on there. What does Nagisa do? No. We don't want that. We do not want that. Let's see here. We need a debuff. What does his ass do? No, Garbo. He's free to play anyway. I don't know why I expected shit out of him. Status buff down 2 turns. Okay. So let's throw Talvi on the end here. Where the fuck she went? So that'll help us out on the backside. Do we have any bonds for Talvi? No, she's time limited, so she wouldn't get. That's fine. She'll be good on the backside. She's an elemental, isn't she? 45% steel. Oh. So she's 45% seal. Spectre needs a new... I saw that meme, and I was like, that's 100% some shit Spectre would appreciate. There we go. But he's already doing magic resist, isn't he? He is. What does she do again? Poison resist. Who do I have that does ailment? Okay. Could throw Fiestia on there. So Fiestia is going to debuff strength and magic. He's going to do magic resistance. I don't need her, or actually she wouldn't be bad. At least a little bit of sleep there. Spectre, send it to Bob. Spectre, send Bob the meme. He'll appreciate it. See here. Agility down 20%. Oh yeah, she'll be really good. Bam. I think that's the team, honestly. I'm going to take the Memoria off there. There we go. Might be risking it, but let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. So we've debuffed the crap out of him. No, I don't think they're going to fall to this team, actually. We needed to nullify some physical attack, and we didn't do that, so... Yep, we needed the nullification, the physical attack nullification. Damn! Son of a bitch. That's what I was missing, was the physical attack nullification. Did you like the meme I sent you? Which one? Talking about the toothpaste one?
You are fucking with my entire asshole.
The fucking toothpaste one? I was just like, this is... The fuck? Karen, what it is, man? I was just looking at the toothpaste one like, this motherfucker. This motherfucker. Alright, so that didn't work. And honestly, it's just effort. So let's see. Class. Get 5 consecutive wins in King. Oh, damn. That's Iris, though. Yeah. I don't know if the Iris is worth it, though. At least at the moment. Battle Princess 5 win streak. How many wins do I have now? Because we need 60? So 20 times in Telskira Abyss. So I have 23 wins in Telskira Abyss, which is annoying. I do need that Iris, but I don't really want to fuck with King level right now. You like the new poke... Wait, what? What? Kieran, was that King? I'm so fucking mad. I am so mad. Spectre, what Pokemon are you talking about? I'm so confused. Anyway, fuck it. Solo my Typhlosion with Vaporeon. with Vaporeon. Now there's an interesting one. I'm curious to see that build. I was gonna do water, but all the water units I tried just got crushed. But yeah, but it's out of context, Spectre. It's fucking out of context as shit. Alright, let's see. Only thing that's left is Record. I've not messed with Record Buster at all, so let's see if we can build a Record Buster. Oh, that's what we need to look at. Hold on, before I do that, we need to go to the album here, and I need to look at... yeah, 4-star Thunder units. So, where's Alan? Where's Alan's bitch ass? There he is. So, fully ascended. Ultra Thunder physical attack 100%. Self, blah, 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 blah. Thunder attack damage plus 100% for 5 turns. 80% MP heal. And... I thought he gave all allies Thunder. So self, strength, agility, and penetration rate and thunder attack damage 100% for 5 turns, 80% MP heal, plus 4 actions, high thunder physical attack damage 70% for each target's agility reduction skill. Okay. Okay, so his extra action does thunder attack damage on all allies. Okay, that's what I thought. CP is also a farm which is 35 plus. CP also takes a minimum regardless, and CP is also stats. But what are you talking? I'm so confused. Oh, okay. Stratus asks, is if we get a new unit that's CP between now and anniversary, it's still better to save or pulling one good return. The return on new CP is really solid. Really damn good. I always recommend it. Absolutely always recommend it. I was sort of wondering what Bob was talking about. So if you get like with the units that like are Hedon and Hagny right now, which they have what I think 2 units each, so worth getting one of each of them. When Ali drops, Ali should be mega worthwhile. If not just for what she does for her CP rewards. Those units are really, really, really worthwhile. Any 4-star that doesn't have a 2 or 3-star becomes incredibly valuable. Boffin is the best CP. Boffin is. Boffin is my spirit animal. So, yeah. Like Bob said, there's a sum total of, I think, was it 450? We added it up at one point in time. I think there's a sum total of 450 Iris farmable per unit that you draw. But it takes a long time to get the to get the later half of it. The first half of that is easy as hell. The later half of that Iris draw takes a while to get, but it's still worthwhile once you get it. But yeah, getting a unit for CP is 100% worth the investment. Now, the question that somebody brought up was, with Alan and Otaro, are they worth summoning, and what do they do for the team? Who's Boffman again? Boffman's like the fat... I say fat. He is fat. He's the dude from the current story. The current Freya Chronicle story. Who's constantly trying to smash Freya. Yeah. Boffman is my goddamn spirit animal. Trying to save her anniversary, but they keep dropping tempting banners. Don't. Unless you're going to get CP levels from them, don't. Just save for the anniversary. Now, in fairness, we are in the middle of April, and you will have plenty of time to save. Just do your dailies, do your all your monthly stuff. saving will happen. Whale it. Ooh. Ah, shit. What time? When does the banner go away? I didn't even think about that because I do need to whale on this. 26. I got a little more than a week to figure it out. I actually do need to do that too, but I'll save that. I'm gonna do an overdraw on this. I know I shouldn't, but I'm gonna do an overdraw right now and see what I get. I shouldn't do this. It's a bad idea. But I really do need to max those guys. I haven't done a huge amount of overdrawing on this banner. I usually go kind of crazy on these banners. So it looks like this is another one that's not going to work out. Yeah. A lot of 3 stars, though. But that was not worth it. Check them tickets. I think we figured out the tickets aren't expiring for a while. I do need to burn this one. Ticket validity is 14 days on these. It's 6 days on those, 25 days on those. And, ooh, 3 days. Let's burn one of these. Oh, I'll take that. But I do need to look at the thunder units to figure out if I mean, I guess if she's ooh. That's dope. That is dope. I'll take that. This one, unfortunately, is not dull. What does she do? I'm trying to remember. Because we're kind of at a point now where it's like some of these older assists might be worth investing in. All right, so I'm going to save tickets for Wednesday night, and we'll see what happens. You think the potato snack Hestia is good? Assists are always worth? Not always. There are definite situations where they're not. I just need to get a look. The problem is, it's like, is she worth it, or do I need Dulb? Because if I go into the not the item shop, the Sears and Dulb exchange, I've not bought my monthly shit yet. So yeah. But with Telskira and all that, yeah, I agree. They become super worthwhile at that point. Whale harder if you need Dulb. I mean, fair. I'm gonna have to whale on the banner though. I'm gonna have to break down here shortly and do that. Vic Cahuta, last comment. I missed your comment. You think they'll introduce multi-power Studamachi units that they like did with Pokemon, where they say Dark Adventure, maybe introduce whole new. So I think a new element is out of the question. I don't think they're gonna add a new element at this point. Duel you? What is this? Fucking Yu-Gi-Oh? But dual element units, it might actually happen. That's a distinct possibility. I don't know, man. I don't know what they're going to do with this anniversary. Because last anniversary, they did a huge shift in HP and endurance. And I kind of feel like this time around they might introduce a new mechanic or improve one of our mechanics. The answer is I honestly have no idea. I do not know which one of this is going to be, but it's going to be something of that nature. I don't think it's going to be another just a modest boost. All right, so let's do this. Let's go look at the Thunder units and decide what to do with Alan, because if I can press the right button at long last. Because there's a good number of Thunder units. And we have plenty of units that add strength plus one strength and or magic plus 100%. We'll do some Eyes Wars here in a minute. Posted my Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual Disc. Of course you did. I'm not looking at fuck shit on stream. Nah, fuck that. Alright, so... I don't have this Finn. Oh, these are the more recent units, though. Yeah, I skipped those banners. Shocked I do not have her, to be fair. Isn't this Winnie really good? Yeah, so Winnie does magic attack plus 100%. Which would be a really good pairing. So Ultra Thunder physical attack, 80% per each self strength buff skill. Yeah. So there's some solid units here. So what do you guys think? It's an actual dual disc? I'm afraid. Go ahead and whale out. You know what's going to happen? Usually when I whale, I do pretty well. Last week was a pain in the ass, though. Winnie had a lot of Magic War teams. Yes. Yes, she is. The Winnie is solid. Well, the nice part is you have a unit like that, and she's going to stand by herself. With that, she's got a good thunder buff, and she's got a really solid magic buff. She's going to stand on her own. William, Hero Festa Allen is better on a rush team. Well, yeah, because he's like the fastest unit out there. But people are asking, is it worth going in for him? And my answer is, yeah, because he buffs the Thunder team well enough. And it's really that Thunder needed that. I don't think Thunder has... Correct me if I'm wrong. Someone correct me if I'm wrong here, but I don't think Thunder, prior to Allen, even has somebody that buffs the Thunder attack damage 100%. I don't think they do, at least. Excuse me. We said a young mom. Oh my god, yes. Young Mamma Mia for the win. Holy shit, please. We're overdue for a Mamma Mia 4-star. Legitimately. Though they honestly might be holding off for one of the anniversaries to do like a young Mamma Mia. They could very well be doing that. We could get Mamma Mia like at the height of her affiliation, let's say, with the Familia. All right. They have a magic one, but not a physical one. Who does 100% magic or 100% thunder? Anniversary Ryu. Oh, I forgot about her. Yeah, she really does. I completely forgot that she did. 100% forgot that she did. Yeah. Nope. 100% forgot about that unit. But she's time limited. Which means if you weren't here 2 years ago, you ain't got her. Tiona is? Which Tiona? Oh, she is too, isn't she? Yeah. Tiona is. Not Tiona. I completely forgot about that. I've been discounting the Thunder team so badly this whole time. Human 100% is. I'll tell you what then. I'm going to have to research this team a little bit more before I do this then. Alright. I'll tell you what. Let's do this then. I was going to do Record Buster and I was going to do this, but I think I need to research this a little bit more. And it's getting late. Plus, you know, I slept like fucking garbage last night. So let's do a little Eyes Wars. Hey, Space. What it is, man? Let's see. No, I killed audio. So, let's do some Eyes Wars. Let's see. Let's see what we got going on here. It might be a shorter stream just because of all the fuck shit from earlier. But I hate to admit, but I am getting absolutely exhausted. Like I said, the garbage happened late last night. And hey, what it is, man? In my pocket. Dad. That Dollar Tree ribeye. Still love that alert. Yeah, so considering our explosive power transformer and all that shit, I'm gonna call a little bit earlier tonight than I normally would, just because I am absolutely beside myself exhausted.
Space
Woo!
Jam DVD, Space 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 Jam DVD.
Is that actually John? Or no, it's Kieran stealing John's intro. Kieran's an intro thief! There we go. Damn. No! You shitty turd! There we go. Got it! It cost me all my friggin' Hestia bombs, though. Jesus. Alright, well, I need to replenish my Hestia bombs. And I need to get some Toad rewards.
I want you to touch that little dangly thing that's swinging the back of my throat.
Nope, Toad went down. Rip Toad. Speaking of which. Woo! You butt shit! Transformers have been attacking nationwide. No, legitimately, you weren't here for the beginning of the story, but last night, right after stream, I was recording for the Pokemon channel, and I heard this ginormous ass like thud, and we lost all power, and my wife's like screaming because she heard an explosion. And we look outside, and our fucking power transformer out at the street had just completely exploded. And it turns out that our distribution box had shorted it out, so it was fun. It was a fun day. Alright, we can do better than that last run. We got this. We got this. Alright, where's the damn toad? There we go. Okay, can we do... Oh, no! Here we go. Woo! There we go. All right, that'll work. That'll work. Now, if we can hold on to this. All right. No, that was stupid. New Evil Dead movie looks pretty... Is there a New Evil Dead movie? Has anyone seen the Mario movie? Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I loved that shit. The new Blue Beetle movie looks good. I have to see more of it. The ad looked good, but DC does not have the greatest track record. I enjoyed the Mario movie. I thought it was great. The voice acting was very subpar. With the odd exception of Jack Black's Bowser. I thought Jack Black's Bowser fucking was just the absolute highlight of the film for me. But it's not surprising. Like he's been doing legitimate voice acting for a good bit of time now. Like he actually has voice acting chops. So, I'm not shocked he did a great job. It was woke. Who gives a fuck? Blue Beetle movie lost me at Batman's. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that whole shit felt very forced. Yeah. And I'm not the biggest Jack Black fan. I mean, I love Tenacious D as a band. But I mean, just as an actor, he never blew me away. But I'll say this. As much as I'm like kind of, I was never really like, didn't hate him. I was just kind of indifferent towards him as an actor. As a musician, I thought he was phenomenal. But I am 100% turned around. Like 100%. Like, no, this dude's the fucking GOAT. That dude, the Blue Beetle, Batman thing, that it felt so forced. But the like, dude, how much Jack Black is just embracing the movie, embracing like the fandom. And his delivery of all those lines. I have an all new appreciation. Like, I genuinely I enjoyed Brutal Legend. I thought that was a great game. I know. Once again, I didn't watch any of the Kung Fu Panda movies because that was never in my wheelhouse. I never watched School of Rock or any of those things. I just kind of found him to be like over the top in a lot of those. But I get it now. Like, this is just like the thing I never understood. Yeah, the DK. Yeah. Well, most of the voice actors are lazy as fuck. Like, Peach wasn't great, but she wasn't as bad. I was very disappointed with Chris Pratt's delivery. I loved the Easter eggs. I love the fact that they had like the original voices. I love the fact that they used the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, which we already knew they were going to use that. I fucking loved that show growing up. I love the Jumpman references. I loved all of that. Like, everything about the movie, short of the acting, was absolutely A+. And I'll say some of the actors were actually, like, I was shocked at how well Toad was portrayed for who they had play him. That was fuck, what's his face? God damn it, brain. Anyway, shocked at how good he turned out. And I love those guys, but it's just hard to see them separate. Toad I thought was really good. Obviously the Penguin King was fucking phenomenal. But Bowser absolutely stole the show. Like, just fucking stole the... Vinland Saga is on my list. I have not watched it yet, though. Pretty sure the woman in the Mario Brothers plumbing ad was Peach in Super Show. I think. No, wasn't that Daisy from the original movie? I don't know. I thought it was. I haven't checked the full full cast list, but it sounded to me like the Daisy from the original, from the Bob Hoskins film. Piano scene was the best part. Piano scene was fucking phenomenal. Dude, once again, the fact that Jack Black has been like everybody else, every other actor on the in the movie, just phoned it in, and you know, like, there were some standouts, but oh my god, it's really just made me realize this is not a dude. Yeah, Keegan-Michael Key, that's the guy. Key and Peele. It's hard to see them separate anymore. I know they're like, you know, it's like Cheech and Chong. They're like taking a break from each other. But like, fuck, man. I did not. I knew he was gonna be Toad, but in the movie, it did not sound like him. It sounded so well delivered, so well performed. I thought it was a legitimate voice actor. I don't know. He may have done voices before, and I'm not aware of it. But holy fuck, he really did what he did well. He did very, very well. God damn. Castlevania anime. I've never watched it. I really need to watch it. Lumia's Star in the Kid. Yeah. I mean, it was fun for what it was. Any more than that would have been too much, but it was good for what it was. Of course, 2 of 86 does have plot armor. Oh, I need to watch more anime. But anyway, guys, it is coming up on 1 a.m, and I am unbelievably exhausted after last night. But I mean, didn't sleep worth a fuck. Castlevania Netflix series is very good. Was the Netflix series different than the anime? Just got home and checked in. How much longer you? I'm calling it, man. It's 1:00 in the morning for me. I told the story earlier in the stream, but last night, right after stream, I had our electrical transformer outside exploded, and it was like a debacle, like all night and all morning. So I haven't slept worth a shit, and I'm tired. With like Uncle from Another World. The Netflix series is the anime. Okay, well, it's on my list. I just had to do some Record Buster, but I'm gonna just phone tonight's run and I'm gonna do my runs tomorrow. Yeah, the Uncle Isekai anime. My brain can't go there right now. Like I can't with uncles at the moment, because my brain just goes South Park movie, and that's just no. That's where our brain is at the moment. What a slacker I am! I'm a terrible slacker, dude. I'm gonna be honest. See here, I'll show you how I've been doing Record Buster this weekend. Go log in, go start. All right, yeah, we'll do max difficulty. Yeah, I think this team's gonna do really well. This team's absolutely gonna knock this out of the park. I feel so confident in this team. I'm just gonna auto run it. Right? Check this out. Check this out. So boom! Damn! Look at that! Look at that damage! Look at that! But I got my 10 Iris. So, life hack. Put off Record Buster until Tuesday night by doing this fuck shit and then going and collecting your daily 10 Iris. Get out of here with the crap. There's a wrong screen right there. But I got my 10 Iris. I am so lazy. Life hack. And then Tuesday night go, oh shit, I've got an hour. I need to set a score. You excited for my bastard coming in? I didn't even watch the first season, man. I didn't watch the first season. I'll be honest. So Witch from Mercury is like my current anime watch. Of course, Gundam. That show's so good too. God damn. Don't forget the 10 Iris from the ad view. 10, my ad. I'm not, dude. I tend to get the same ads on Konosuba that I get on Damachi. Dude, I got an ad earlier, like because I run all my Konosuba stuff and my Dokkan stuff like after dinner. And so I've got my phone sitting on the pillow, and I'm running the last couple of raids for Pokemon. And I click the button to watch the ad, and my wife is like, "What is that on your phone?" And I turn over, and it's just ass and titties. And I'm like, and the kids are like walking around, and I was just like, "Flip that bitch upside down." And she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "It's an ad. I absolutely can't control the ads." I watch it for the Yuri. The plot's really good, though. Like, the story's... What was on your phone? It was just a fucking random ad with, like, asses and titties everywhere. And I'm just... It's like NSFW game. And I'm like... Okay, you guys are getting brave with some of these ads. It's also... Okay... We'll just be a little more mindful. So, like, we've watched some ads here on I don't know, I always feel really bad about playing ads on stream. It just feels weird. It's a total skill issue. So I failed my stealth check. It's as bad as Steven when he inadvertently left his porn tabs open on stream. That's a complete skill issue. So when you roll a 1 in your stealth check. And I'll have to go shortly because I'm absolutely exhausted. But at least it wasn't Hero Wars. God damn it. So, no. So Witch from Mercury has been really, really fun. Like, honestly, for me, the first half of first season was literally what G Gundam would be in a modern era. Like, it's if it wasn't a tongue-in-cheek comedy and was like a high school drama. But then shit started getting dark, and you're like, okay, yeah, that's right, this is Gundam. Was it a Hordivore ad? It was worse. It was worse. The Map of the Theory. I mean, listen. I'm not gonna deny the fact that I'm 100% about that. But legitimately, what do you think the merger from WWE and UFC? Are they really? Is that really happening? Is that actually a thing? I've not watched it yet. We're gonna watch it tomorrow. Monday night's anime night. That's why I'll never stream on Mondays. I do need to bring back Tuesday and Thursday streams though. The whole reason we hadn't is because of the Pokemon project. But I do need to put those back in circulation. I assume he's talking about Witch from Mercury. They sold the company last week or so. Are you shitting me? UFC's owned by I said from get go. I'm like, what? Like, UFC might have been legitimate in the start, but you can start to see where it's just become like another drama, and I'm just nah. I with the hype and everything around it, it was inevitable. Like, it's just gonna become a scripted mess. It probably already is. I haven't watched. It's just not my. Nah. I barely have time to watch anime. I'm hardly gonna watch a fucking soap opera. WWE is owned by UFC, not the other way around. Wait, UFC bought WWE or WWE bought UFC? It'd be interesting if it was the other way around. Should watch 8-6, trust me. I've watched initially. I recommend a new isekai called Dead Mount Death Play. I feel like I shouldn't have read that out loud. UFC bought WWE. Ooh. Interesting. I don't know. It's a necromancy isekai. Actually, you know what I really want to watch now? After the collab on Konosuba, I want to go watch Overlord. That shit, I did not know that was an isekai, and I did not know it was a comedy. Legitimately, I knew nothing about the series. Honestly, I misjudged that the same way I misjudged Danmachi. After the collab, I'm now like, I gotta go watch this. This looks fucking hilarious. So, that's on my list too. 8-6 is another light novel series, but better adapted than Danmachi. I don't know. Is Danmachi really that bad? Is it not a comedy? It looks like a comedy. It looked hilarious. Lives around for $5 billion. Interesting. I don't know. It's on my radar. I'll go watch it. Well, I mean, once again, the premise, the idea. It's not. Is it not? See, I didn't think it was, and then like the collab made me kind of think it would be more. It would be funnier. I don't know. We'll see. Overlord is comedy in it. Yeah. That's what I thought. It looked like it had comedic elements. I don't know. Whatever. All right. But on that note, guys, I would sit here and BS all night, but I am absolutely just... My eyes are about to fall out of my skull. I'm so tired. Appreciate you guys coming out. Sorry that I'm ending it a little bit early. Sorry that it started a little bit late, but it fucking feels like part of the course at this point. But I'm going to do a little bit of research. Hopefully we'll be back to regular production tomorrow of normal content. And we're going to try to get back to all that shit. So there are parts where I prefer Overlord's web novel. Interesting. Tuesday. Bob, Tuesday we should be good. Fingers crossed. But, you know, shit can go... I don't know, man. Shit goes south here at the drop of a goddamn hat. I've got 3 other people in this house, and then whatever fucking chaos happens out there again. But I'll keep you updated. It has been a long time since we've done our Tuesday night routine, and I really want to get back into it. So, I'll hit you up about it tomorrow night, and we'll actually try to plan it out 24 hours in advance. But I'm gonna go to bed, guys. Appreciate all y'all. Have a great night. Thank you all so much for dropping in, and I look forward to seeing y'all again on Wednesday. Later, everyone.